To some national headlines, a day after President-elect Donald Trump announced that he plans to charge Mexico, Canada, and China tariffs on their goods coming into the U.S., world leaders are reacting, saying those tariffs would only hurt the respective countries' economies. Here is Trump's post on Truth Social yesterday. It reads in part, "On January 20th, as one of my many first executive orders, I will sign all necessary documents to charge Mexico and Canada a 25% tariff on all products coming into the U.S. and its ridiculous open borders." And he wrote he'll impose a 10% tariff on China's imports until they stem the flow of fentanyl into the U.S. Today, Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau had this to say about Trump's plan.
Reality is we're going to continue to work constructively with the incoming administration to do what Canada and the U.S. have always done, create prosperity together, protect jobs on both sides of the border as we grow the economy.
A tariff is essentially an added tax or fee on imported goods that companies would pay and likely pass on to consumers. So what's that mean for you? I took that question to Gonzaga economics professor Ryan Herzog today. He says assuming Trump goes through with the tariffs, their impact would then also depend on how the Fed responds.
How does this affect the household? It's complex. If the Fed does nothing, then you are going to see, especially if you're in the Midwest, higher gas prices. You're going to see higher timber prices if you're in construction. You're going to see higher prices for the fruits and vegetables, mainly fruits that come in from Mexico, right? Your tomatoes and avocados. If you enjoy tequila, right? Those are going to be certainly going up in price.
Herzog says if the tariffs cause inflation to start ticking up again, the Fed will likely start raising interest rates once again, which will of course have ripple effects across the U.S. economy as borrowing costs would then go up. Local businesses already preparing for the planned tariffs. KREM 2's Connor McAvoy spoke with one business owner who fears the decision will hurt his business. Connor?
Well, the tariffs on foreign goods would include a price impact to items such as food, clothing, and automobiles. I spoke with an owner of an auto repair shop, Martin's Auto Services in North Spokane, who says any further price increases will hurt his business after 4 years of prices already going up. It takes a lot to run an auto shop. Takes even more to adapt to changing prices.
We see things getting a little bit more expensive.
That's what co-owner of Martin's Auto Services, Brandon Barton, is worried about after President-elect Donald Trump announced plans to issue tariffs for foreign goods from specific countries when he takes office. He says he'd impose a 25% tax on products entering the U.S. from Canada and Mexico, and a separate 10% tariff on goods from China.
All the parts are made in Canada, Mexico, China, it's probably not going to be a good thing for our customers.
They're parts such as brake rotors, which Barton says have already had a more than 50% increase.
$28 2 years ago, and now they're $48. So, and then since they're steel, all we see is them going up again.
Over the past 4 years, Barton tells me the batteries he sells are now at $180 compared to $130. Oil changes they offer are now more than $100. And Barton says the price of labor's proven challenging.
We got to keep the guys with a living wage, and unfortunately we just have to raise prices. We're still one of the lowest labor rates in town. We're trying to stay that way.
Trying to stay that way for his customers, as a change in his and other businesses' prices could be on the way come January.
We can only do our best, and let them know. And most of our customers understand what's going on and what's happening.
Barton says he just spoke with one of his suppliers on Tuesday who told him if these tariffs go through, the prices of his auto shop are definitely going up. In studio, Connor McAvoy, KREM 2 News.